Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm just going to make sure that we are live here. Say hi as you're hopping on. Let me know that you can see me, you can hear me, and I'm just looking really fast to make sure I am live in the group. Perfect. Okay, so welcome. For those of you that are new, I am Jerry Michelle. I am the founder and creator of Profit Illumination Academy, which is my 6-month business mentorship program. And today, if you see a little head behind me and possibly hear some cartoons, I have my son Jackson is hanging out with me. He's normally not here at this time. But just so you know, in case you see something moving in the background, that's all it is. So today we are talking about what I believe are the top qualities of a world-class coach, right? What makes you an amazing coach? How can you do and provide the best possible experience and transformation for your clients? Because that's what we all want as coaches, right? And I want to be very, very clear here that I'm not saying that these are the only qualities of a great coach. I could probably sit up here and talk about the qualities of a good coach all day, but I wanted to narrow it down to 3. You guys know I like to keep these like under 30 minutes because I know that we're all busy. So, I posted a few days ago and asked you guys, right? What do you think are the top qualities of the coach? And I loved that some of the stuff that I already had planned to go over today were some of the same answers that I got. And I have worked with a lot of coaches. I've hired a lot of coaches so that I could learn as much as possible for when I was doing health and wellness and then business and marketing. I've also worked as a business success coach under coaches. Some of the coaches that I hired were amazing. Some not so amazing. Not that they were bad, not that they didn't have the best intentions, just that they weren't necessarily the best coach. But no matter what I personally thought, I am still grateful for every single one of them because I feel like I learned something. I learned some kind of strategy. I learned what kind of coach I wanted to be and what kind of coach I didn't want to be. I learned a lot and I learned how I could best serve my clients. So as you guys are hopping on, even if you're watching the replay, because I like to get to know the people in my audience, tell me on a scale from 1 to 10 where you think you are as a coach. 1 being a brand new newbie and 10 being the best of the best, like ultimate expert coach. There's no right or wrong answer here. Everybody's going to be different. Don't try to compare yourself to other answers that you see in the comment. Just let me know on a scale from 1 to 10 how you rate yourself. Again, 1 being brand new newbie, 10 being the ultimate expert, okay? Because I'm just curious who's in my audience. And before I jump into what I believe are the top 3 qualities, I want to say right off the bat that it does not matter what kind of niche you are in, what kind of coach you are, learning to ask the right questions, learning to identify limiting beliefs, and facilitating client breakthroughs are how you are going to help your clients achieve massive transformation. Doesn't matter if you're in health and wellness, business, parenting, whatever it is, your clients are going to have limiting beliefs that are holding them back, and it is your job to help them identify them. It is your job to do that by asking the right questions, and it is your job to facilitate their breakthroughs so that they achieve the transformation they desire. And I also want to say that I believe the most successful coaches always stay coachable. I truly believe that every coach should have a coach, right? And the really successful coaches keep an open mind about learning new ideas, learning new things. They're always ready to take inspired action on what they're learning. So if you were thinking things like, yeah, I already know that, or I've heard that already, stop. Because those kind of thoughts stop people all the time, because knowing something and truly understanding it and putting it into action are two very different things, right? You might know what a broken arm is, but actually experiencing a fracture in your arm and truly understanding what it feels like, what goes into it, is very different than just knowing what a broken arm is, right? So it's the same thing with coaching, okay? And that goes not only for you as a coach, but also remembering that that's really important for your clients to understand the difference between just knowing it and truly understanding and putting into action what you're teaching. And so sometimes your job as a coach is to make sure that they aren't just saying, yeah, I already know this, right? And making sure that they're actually following through. So I ask you to be fully open and coachable during this training. Let me know, even if you're watching the replay, if that's good with you, give me a thumbs up or an emoji. Let me know that you are ready to stay fully open and coachable, even if you feel like you already know all this stuff. Because who knows, you might hear something, even if it's something you already know, you might just hear it in a little bit different language. I might just articulate it a little bit differently than you, and it makes you have an aha moment, right? And I'm also curious, you guys, let me know what brought you to this training, right? Is it that you are brand new? Or is it this, you're just always looking for new information and becoming a better coach? Because something that I hear a lot from my clients, from other coaches, is the questions and fears that come up, like, what should I teach? Do I have enough info to give them? Am I going to overwhelm them? Am I giving them too much? What kind of questions should I be asking them? How can I be sure that my clients are going to get the results that I'm promising them, right? How can I help my clients get these results? How can I facilitate that transformation without actually doing the work for them, right? And you're here because you're ready to learn to be a better coach. I am always wanting to learn how I can be a better coach and facilitate massive client transformation. I always want to know and learn more about how I can ask the right questions, right? How I can become more confident in what I'm doing. And I'm assuming that that's why you're here, for the same exact thing. So how will you know if you're doing that? How will you know if you're becoming a better coach, if you're always doing the next best thing? So you always want to make sure that you and your clients both understand the clear goals for your client moving forward, right? That you are both on the same page. Because if you're not on the same page, then that's a whole nother topic, really. But it's really important for you to both be on the same page. And bonus, this is not only going to help that client that you're currently working with, but it's going to help you better understand all of your clients so that you can help them get better results, but also for your marketing, right? For your market research, you're able to better talk to your audience who are your potential clients, which sets you up to be able to help even more people. And so I wanted to really quickly talk about the different types of people that you'll see in your program, that will come into your program, because it's really important for you to remember that while you can be the best coach in the world, other people's mindset and personalities are coming into it. And so you also have to take a step back and remember that it's not all on you. Your client has to step up as well. So the different types of people that you see are superstars, right? Those are the people that are always, they show up to all the Q&As, they know all the answers, they're always posting in your private group, they're getting the results, they are committed, they are invested. These are your dream clients, right? Because these are the people we want to work with. We want to work with the people that are getting the results. But then you have the underdog, right? These are the people that are amazing, they just don't believe in themselves. If they believed in themselves, they would achieve massive transformation and amazing results, but they haven't tapped into their full potential yet. So as a coach, then it becomes your job to figure out how you can help them realize this and tap into that potential. Then you have the cheerleaders. These are the people that are always cheering on everyone else, right? And they're amazing to have in the group. They hype everybody up, but then you start to worry and wonder if you're actually getting them the results. Then you have your complainers. These are the people that are in the victim mentality, right? That nothing is ever their fault. It's always all these outside circumstances, and they have tons of excuses. And usually the ones that make you as a coach feel like you're kind of failing. And it really sucks because you want to do everything you can to help people. But how can you help them when they aren't ready to help themselves, right? And then you have your observers. These are the quiet, introverted people that are always watching, but never really saying anything. So you don't actually know if they're getting results or not. Baby, can you turn that off for right now, please? It's a little loud. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys, for those of you that are hopping on late, I have my son here with me today, and he is being amazing and listening so well. Thank you. And so anyways, the observers, right, are the ones that you probably have no idea unless you personally reach out to them. You don't know if they're getting the results or not in your group program because they're not really saying anything. And then you have the ghosts, and those are the people that pay, and then you just never hear from them again. And you're like, what? Why did you pay all this money just to never show up? Not a whole lot you can do about them if they don't want to commit, right? But I mean, it does happen. Even in high ticket programs, people will pay thousands of dollars and then just never show up again. So why is it important to know all these different types of clients that can show up in your program? Because you still want to do your best to help them achieve that massive transformation, but you also need to understand that you're not solely responsible for their success. They have to show up and take real action. And you have to figure out how you can customize based on their personalities, right? And so what do all these clients have in common, right? Why do some clients struggle and then other clients get amazing results? When you're giving everyone the same information, that's why. It's because of their mindset, their characteristics. That's why they're getting different results. And it's actually not any... it's not showing how you are as a coach, right? So just always keeping that in mind, that you can't judge yourself as a coach based off of one or two, because you have all of these different personalities. So if you're giving them every single answer to every single question, instead of asking them questions to help them continue to grow, versus creating this codependency, then how are you going to help them succeed on their own once they're done working with you, okay? And that's the first quality that I believe is one of the top qualities of a world-class coach. It is to actively listen, right? Don't, when your clients are talking or asking questions, what you should not be doing is already trying to form the answer in your head, right? Already trying to just immediately have that answer, or even feeling like you have to have the right answer. What you should be doing is listening to what they're saying, and almost even more importantly, listening to what they're not saying, to their body language, their tone, right? And so what you're doing when you're actively listening is you're listening obviously without judgment. We shouldn't be judging as coaches, but also without jumping to give advice, right? And I'm going to say this again because that's so important. When you are actively listening, you are not waiting for them to finish talking so that you can give their answer. You're not even formulating the answer in your head while they're talking. You are actually listening to them, and then you're reflecting. Oh, hey, you are actually listening and then paraphrasing and reflecting back what they've said. One, of course, to make sure that you understood them properly, right? But two, because a lot of times what I see happen when you paraphrase and reflect back, they actually have their own aha moments and figure it out from themselves. Please get down. Be careful, please. Hey guys, for those of you just hopping on, I have my 3-year-old here with me today, and he's climbing all over the exercise equipment. So I just want to make sure we don't have an ER visit right after this. And you guys, I'm going to be really honest. This is really hard as a coach, especially when I was a new coach, right? I tended to just want to give the answer right away. And usually your clients are really grateful for that. But one, you're going to get burnt out really quickly. And two, you're not helping them make their own decisions. You are not doing what's best for them, because then when they're done working with you, they're not going to be able to figure anything out on their own, right? They're going to be so used to you just giving them the answer right away instead of giving them the tools to figure it out on their own, right? So when you help your clients become more self-aware, help them realize how to coach themselves, get the answers figured out themselves, then you know you've done your job, because the transformation is inevitable. The transformation is going to happen, okay? So in my opinion, that is one of the top qualities of an amazing coach. The second top quality of a world-class coach is identification and goal setting, right? Most of your clients probably have some idea when they're coming in of like what they need to work on, what their issues are, and what they think they're good at, right? What their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. But the best coaches have assessment tools when they come in, when your clients come in to work with you, you have some assessment tools set up to help you identify their strengths and their weaknesses. And then this process helps you together with your client develop the most effective ways to bridge those gaps with the weaknesses and to further improve their strengths, right? So it's articulating which issues your clients need to work on, setting the goals with them so that you're both on the same page, right? And then determining how you are going to measure that they're actually reaching those goals. And when you do that, right, when you've done that together with the assessment tools, then setting the goals, and then letting them know how you're going to be measuring that so that they can be aware as well, it's going to make the coaching relationship, it's just going to put you on this amazing track for them to produce results, right? And it's going to build this amazing trust as well. So an example of this is inside Profit Illumination Academy, I have a client assessment form that everybody fills out as soon as they join, right? So that I can learn about my client, about their current business, about their goals, and where they're feeling stuck. And then I also have worksheets that they fill out. Basically, they watch a training and then there's a worksheet to go along with it so that they can answer questions. They can assess, okay, now I know this, this, and this. Now I've done this and this and this. That's how they measure and know they're ready to move on. And if they're stuck on something, then they know what they need to come and ask questions to, right? So that's how they can take it into their own hands and know that they are competent in the training and know that they have the tools once they're done working with me, that they can still assess their own data, look at everything, and feel confident that they're making the right decisions once they've graduated from PIA, even though I love to keep them with me as long as I possibly can. But no matter what niche you're in, that's your job to identify those problems, set those goals with your clients, and figure out how you're going to measure that they're actually reaching those goals, right? So that you know where you can help them. Then what I believe is the third quality of a world-class coach is facilitating a transformational journey for your clients. Not just taking them to the transformation, but facilitating it for them. And you do that by helping your client define the specific actions that they need to take and that they need to develop, and that they need to do it until it becomes second nature. Because again, it goes back to they still need to be able to do this on their own once they're done working with you. And so again, to use my clients as an example, it might be that they need help working on their communication, right? They may need to get more comfortable communicating exactly what it is that they do and who they help, right? They may need help getting clarity on their marketing. But it's not my job to just say, oh, you have this type of client, this is probably what they need. Number one, there's no way that I can be an expert in everybody's niche, right? Number two, it's my job as their coach to say, hey, this is how you need to go out and find the answers so that, say, 6 months down the road, a year down the road, they change their niche, or they want to do deeper research, or they want to scale further. They need to have the tools to be able to go back and do it on their own, right? That's all part of the transformational process. And it's going to be customized to each client. And so some of you guys may be thinking right now, your tips always make so much sense. Oh, thank you. Good. I'm glad. I can't see you saying that because for some reason it just says Facebook user, but I'm so glad that this is helpful for you. So you guys, what did I just say? Oh, the transformational process should be customized for each client. And so for those of you that have been with me for a while, you've probably heard me say before that I believe you should have a group program because that's how you're going to be able to scale and hit those consistent 5-figure months. So you may be thinking, but how am I going to offer this customized support in a group program when everybody's different? You told me at the beginning of this that everybody has different personalities, right? The key to that is you have your trainings that are going to take them 85 to 90% of the way there. And then you have your group calls. You may have check-ins. You may have a private way that they can reach out to you, or a private group where they can ask questions. And that's where they can get the specifics related to them. That's where you get them the other 10 to 15%, right? That's what sets you apart from all the other programs out there, is that customized support. And the key word that I said for this top quality was facilitating the transformation, not just doing it for them, not just giving them the answers, but making it easy, right? The definition of facilitating is making it easy by taking action. So you're showing them, here's the actions that you need to take, and here's how you can figure it out on your own, right? And so, for example, for my clients as entrepreneurs, there's always going to be problems that come up. When you're running your own business, there's always going to be stuff that comes up. So it's my job to teach them, not just to say, hey, you should use this app and you should do this thing and you should do this. It's my job to remember, and it's something I'm always remembering to do, is instead of just giving them the answer, is asking the questions so that when an issue or a problem arises, even though it'll be different, they'll have the knowledge and the skill set and the tools to be able to figure out how to take action and solve that problem on their own. So it doesn't matter if you're health and wellness, it doesn't matter if you're a parenting coach, whatever it is, there's gonna be issues that come up. So you have to show them how they can take action and make it easier for themselves so they walk away with the right tools to keep that transformation for a lifetime, not to fail and go right back into their old ways as soon as they're done working with you. Okay, so again, the top qualities, in my opinion, of a world-class coach are active listening, problem identification and goal setting, and facilitating your client's transformational journey. So if you are ready to create a premium offer that delivers that transformation that your ideal clients desire, or maybe you feel like you already have that offer, that you're a great coach and you can facilitate that transformation, but you just need to learn how to effectively market and sell it and actually get consistent clients in, then I want to invite you to join me for a strategy call. We will discuss your business, your goals, your challenges, what's keeping you stuck, and I'll give you some tips on how you can move the needle forward in your business. And if it sounds like a good fit, if it sounds like I could truly help you achieve your goals, then we can talk about what it looks like for you to join me and my team inside Profit Illumination Academy for my 6-month business mentorship. But I want to stress that this is not a high pressure sales call. You will only be invited into PIA if we both feel like it's a good fit and I feel like I can truly help you. You can think of it as a way to experience my coaching in real time, in real life, and get some amazing tips with it. So if you would like to book a strategy call to discuss your business, to discuss your next steps and figure out if I can help you further, then say strategy in the comments and I will send you the link to book a call. Even if you're watching the replay, I'll come back and check this, say strategy, and I will send you the link. And otherwise, you guys, thank you for bearing with me with my son in the background. He actually did amazing for a 3-year-old. I have to give him props on that we barely heard him the whole time. But thank you for bearing with me with the few interruptions. And I hope to see you guys on a call and learn about your business. Bye, guys.